Back in July, my neighbors had a black cat take up residence in their barn that eventually came to our yard to eat from the compost. He wasn't going anywhere, so we decided to trap and sterilize him to prevent litters of kittens from popping up and becoming our problem. Essentially, TNR him. I baited the trap with tuna, which he seemed particularly fond of.
Hi! Oh, he's okay. It's okay. You're a pretty little boy.
Though he wasn't happy with the outcome, he calmed down after we brought him inside. Actually, he seemed grateful. While you shouldn't do this, the way he acted gave me enough confidence to reach in with a glove and see if he'd accept pets. And he melted in my hand. He was covered in fleas, so thin he could feel his spine, and already neutered. This was a house cat that clearly wasn't suited for outdoors. He didn't have a microchip, and any lost pet listings that bore resemblance said he wasn't theirs. We had him posted in so many places, it became clear if he still had owners, they weren't looking for him anymore. We tried rehoming, but didn't get any responses, and with October being so close, it made us wary. We called every shelter and rescue in our area, including kill ones, and everyone was either full or didn't take cats at all. The more calls I made, the more it became apparent this is probably why he was dumped. There is a critical lack of resources for cats. There are TNR groups that are working hard to lessen the strain on shelters, but the fact is, there's still more kittens than there are homes. It sounds cruel to say we didn't want this cat. Like many others, we just aren't in a position to care for another animal, but when the alternative is dying on the street, we can't just throw him out there. So for better or worse, it looks like he's ours now. It's been 3 months since we trapped him, and his fur is glossy, he's a healthy 15 pounds, and very happy to have regular meals. We diet him, I want to be clear. He is getting measured food, and he's 15 pounds! I don't know how this happened! Of course, the first thing we did was tree his fleege, which included a bath he didn't enjoy, but handled very well. We got him vet checked and he came back with a clean bill, so we worked to introduce him to our resident cats. We think he's around Bunker's age, so 2 to 3 years old, and I'm glad to say the two seem to be friends. Unfortunately, they don't play together. Poor Bunker doesn't have the brains to understand playing with another cat. Although surprisingly, Lady, who hates everybody, doesn't seem to mind him. Lily still isn't convinced though, which is a shame because I think if she got over her hatred, she'd really like him. He's not really a snuggler, but he'll still be your silent shadow around the house and loves making biscuits. His favorite toys are by far these fish kickers. He loves them so much I had to buy more. He's also a huge talker, especially around mealtime. If he doesn't think you're paying enough attention when he's hungry, he'll take a swipe at your leg, which he'll also do if you're carrying food he wants. He loves eating. It's kind of his thing. We had to put a collar on him because he is one rambunctious cat, and we essentially needed a trouble bell to know when he's jumping on the counter to steal Lily's prescription food, or compost, or ham, or beef stroganoff, or hamburgers. Okay, the hamburgers were actually the breaking point. Though we went through a couple names for him, I can't shake how much he looks like a kitten I fostered back in 2011. We called him Ty because the white patch reminded me of a bow tie, and now the sequel's shown up. So meet Bowie. I haven't really made an announcement about this, but I also made a Ko-fi a couple months back where I share whips and just some general information about how a video is going. Like I said earlier, we're not really in a position to keep him, so I greatly appreciate anyone that's able to kick a few bucks my way. Anyways, thanks for watching and for your continued support. You can look forward to seeing more Bowie in the future, but for now, I'll see you in the next one. Later!